Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the emails that you guys have sent me. Remember, you can send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. Okay, this email is from Al. Al, thank you for the email. It says, hello again, David. It says, first, let's say this about your show. You have been more informative on the actions of the Social Security Administration than most of the employees who answer the phone and are in office visits. I've been there for several of the 3-hour waits on the phone and the office visits. And let me further state that I was one of the first persons, along with a small original group of people, who filed the first appeals for WEP back in February of 2023. At that time, there was a congressman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that showed a lot of interest in the appeal. I contacted the office and spoke with one of his staff who have a very positive outlook on the issue, which brings us to the present day and a victory in that the SSA did a pretty good job of getting out all those retro deposits and the monthly increases. But there is one exception. They stopped before the finish line with the rest of the payments, and people are worried. That's why your show is so important to keep us informed. My last visit was on April 18th at our local SSA office, of which I had an appointment and I was there a good 45 minutes before, but because of the check-in machine was misreading the appointment, I had to wait almost an hour more. After the young lady was entertaining my complaint of why I have not received my retro and monthly, she assured me that it would be satisfied if not soon, but may take until November. So ensure your viewers that it's still coming and the check will be bigger, and also consider it a savings. Okay, so there was Al, and thank you for the email, Al. And yes, that this is a situation that we're in right now. November is the new date that they've said, the Social Security Administration has said. So you're going to have to wait. If you haven't received it yet, hopefully you'll receive it between May and November, but that's going to be kind of the new time frame there. And so just be patient. I would call if you haven't received any notification, no letters, you don't know if you qualify for the Social Security Fairness Act. I would call them. So now is the time. It's late April, so go ahead and call them. Late April, early May, give them a call and see if you are in a situation where you do qualify and they need someone to look over your case. Okay, this next email is coming from Frederick. Thank you for the email. It says, hi, David. Unique question on the Fairness Act. I applied for my Social Security when I turned 62 in 2023, but chose not to take it because I was affected by the WEP. I had my 40 credits before I started working in law enforcement. I retired from the occupation and am collecting my pension. When President Biden signed the Fairness Act this year in January, I decided to reapply and started collecting now. So reapply here. I have a question about that. We'll come back to it. Do you think I am eligible for the retroactive payment now because I was affected by the penalty? Appreciate what you're doing. Thanks in advance. Okay, so in your situation, I don't know if you contacted the Social Security Administration back in 2023 and they told you, look, you're not going to receive anything in benefits, so there's no reason for you to apply, or you actually applied because you said reapply, and that's why I'm going back to that whole reapply. So if you are in a situation where you applied back then you would qualify for the retroactive payment. However, if you're in a situation where you did not apply, or they might have told you not to apply, so that's why you didn't apply, well, now you're in a situation where you're applying for the very first time and you're not going to get the 1 year of retro. So if you just applied now for the first time, then you're not going to qualify for that 1 year of retro. So that's unfortunate, but that is the way it's going right now. Okay, this email is coming from Loretta. Thank you for the email, Loretta. It says, Dear David, I'm writing to follow up on the Social Security WEP and GPO concerns and to thank you for your guidance this past year. I am thrilled to share that my questions have been resolved. Okay, that's good. That's good news. As one of the complex cases you mentioned, I didn't receive the retro payment or monthly increase by the end of March. My situation involved the windfall elimination, government pension offset, Social Security overpayment of $10,400, not my fault, which I began repaying in February at 10%. Okay, so break this up just a little bit. She had an overpayment, and when she had that overpayment, now she was paying that back at 10%. And now she qualifies under weapon GPO, so she's going to receive a lump sum payment and she's going to receive an increased monthly payment. So how are they going to handle the overpayment that she had prior to this? Okay, so let's see how they handle this. In my last email, I mentioned applying for spousal benefits when I requested an overpayment waiver. After noticing my April payment remained the same and my benefit verification letter showed no changes, I called Social Security. Early morning is the best time. The representative was kind, but explained there was a delay due to WEP and GPO notations and advised me to check back after April. Okay, and we know that that's what they're saying. They're saying check back April, late April, May. That's when they want you to contact them if you haven't received any payments at all. The very next day, I checked my Social Security account and was delighted to see my new monthly payment, $1,614.60. The verification letter indicates I am now receiving spousal benefits, though I am still confirming the retro period, possibly a full year, as I applied some time ago. Regarding the overpayment, it appears Social Security applied my retro payment around $8,000 to the balance, leaving me with just over $2,300 to repay. I am so relieved this is nearly resolved. I am grateful for your YouTube support. With this new financial stability, I'm considering leaving my Walmart job, though I have grown to enjoy the exercise and the social interaction. It's comforting to know I have the option to retire fully. Thank you again for your help. Keep up your great work. Warm regards, Loretta. Okay, so this is one of those good stories, right? So she's in a situation where she received an overpayment, which is, I mean, catastrophic for a lot of people. And in her situation, she's actually working a side job now because she's trying to pay back the overpayments. But she also qualified under weapon GPO. After they passed the Social Security Fairness Act, now she gets that lump sum payment of $8,000. It pays off that overpayment that she's been paying on, and then she's also receiving a monthly increase. And now she can quit her job if she wants to. And so I think that's great. I mean, that's a really good story. And so I want to know what you guys think down below. Let me know in the comments below. So that's all we have for this video. If you guys want to send me an email, remember, you guys dictate what I talk about on this channel. Send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. If you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.